If you want to shift to the new Earth timeline in 2024, you must do these 5 things. I'm so excited for this video today! Never in the history of the universe has an entire planet changed its frequency and vibration to shift into another dimension. It is up to the people of Earth, using our free will, to make our own personal decisions of which path to follow. Hi, I'm Patricia Andrea. I'm a spiritual life coach and I'm here on Earth to help the planet and humanity shift to a higher dimension. And you are here for that as well. You chose to be here in this time, in this important time on Earth. You just forgot it. Because when we come to Earth, we forget why we are here usually. We forget where we are coming from. That's part of the game. So all the books and videos like this one today help you to remember and to accelerate your remembering and help you to live your purpose. It's time to shift. But before we jump into these 5 things you must do to shift into this new Earth timeline, let me explain why we are even talking about this topic and what does the new Earth mean. I would like to mention here the author Dolores. She's not only an author, but she's a hypnotherapist. And in her life, she made a lot of past life regressions. But after a while, she noticed that many people do not talk anymore about the past life here on Earth, but about lives in between, or lives on other planets, or lives in other dimensions. And so she found out that there are people coming, or souls coming to Earth to help humanity and the Earth to shift to a higher dimension. She calls them the volunteers. She says that there are 3 waves of volunteers that came to Earth, that are still here on Earth. And you may be one of them. You know, humanity could be much further in their development and in the way people live together and live on this planet. The thing is, we have still a lot of low energy and old energy on this planet. So I'm not only talking about bad things that happen, like global things, like wars, not only that, but also on a day-to-day life. If you're not one of the lucky ones that lives in a kind of conscious surrounding community, then you surely know that many people are living in a low vibration. They are not conscious about themselves, about what they are doing to others, about what they are doing to our planet Earth. So many people are still in this old energy. But the low energy is an outdated one. The thing is, the people are used to it, and that's why they think that's the reality. This also comes, of course, from our ancestors. But the thing is, our ancestors now are watching us, are watching humanity now. And they are proud of everyone who tries and who is here to raise the vibration. The thing is, our ancestors could not do it because Earth itself was on a lower frequency before. And so, as a human on Earth, maybe some had a higher vibration, were already living in a higher dimension. But as the planet itself was not on that 5D, was not on the 5th dimension, it was not easy for them. They did not have the possibility to ascend humankind, let's say. But now we have it. Now the planet itself is changing the frequency. Planet Earth, she is now ascending. She is now raising her vibration and she's ascending to the 5th dimension. So let's say we are working together with the planet to bring us all to a higher dimension, to a new Earth. And the thing is, planet Earth will do it anyway. She will ascend anyway to a higher dimension. So we, people that are here to help to create this new Earth, we are doing it with her as well. But maybe the people who are not ready to adapt to this other new energy, new dimension, they cannot live the same way that we can live. So that means now in the beginning there will be kind of 2 different timelines. So one timeline, the one of the new Earth, is the 5th dimension timeline that raises the consciousness and frequency, and the other one is and will remain the 3D timeline. So how can you make sure that you shift to the new Earth timeline in 2024? There are several things you can do to attune yourself and to activate your and the Earth's highest timeline. First of all, become aware of the change. This is something that makes me really happy because I always was different than other people, you maybe as well. And so it is amazing to see how many people now are also aligning to that higher frequency. So I feel more and more or I feel less and less alone with that. And that's amazing to see. So one thing that it's really important for you is that you begin to see that there is a change going on. My father was never on a spiritual path. He was someone who usually laughed about the books that I or my mother was reading, and so he was never on that spiritual path. And I remember him always watching the news and reading the newspaper every day. For him, this was reality. The newspapers are the ones that tell you how the world is going and what is happening in the world, and so he really trusted them a lot. For me, that was strange because I never really believed in that. I saw that they are telling some things that they just do it to make you scared, so that you feel a lot of fear and that you base on your actions on fear. So I never felt good to read the newspaper. So for me, that felt for my spiritual path that they did not feel good. Okay, but my father continued reading them. And then 2-3 years ago, in 2020, I remember that he called me and told me, I do not read the newspaper anymore. I don't believe them anymore. They just want me to be scared. And I began to understand that people are waking up, that people are beginning to see the world differently. And now, how can you see the change in the world? First of all, I recognize that more and more people are talking about it. More and more videos about the fifth dimension, about the new earth, about raising consciousness are coming out. More and more books are there. More and more normal people are talking about changes, about how they wake up, about how they become more conscious. People begin to meditate. People begin to have a spiritual practice some way. People are more conscious than before. So for you to see that change, begin to really observe your surroundings, observe who you are following on social media. You see that more and more people are beginning to change. And also more and more people are looking for a meaning behind something that is happening. Let's say there's a conflict in the world, and more people, instead of blaming one side, they begin to see that the conflict has another meaning behind. They look for meaning. They look for, why do we still have conflicts? Why do we still have wars? So the people begin to see things differently. I always like to explain the fifth dimension as a pyramid. A pyramid has 4 corners that are on the floor. We have the first corner, would be the first dimension. So when you are on this first dimension, you are just consciousness in one point. You don't have another direction. You do not see somewhere else. You are just there, one point. Then when you have a second dimension, a second point, you begin to see a line. 2 dimension means a line, flat. You can bring your consciousness and awareness to one line. And now when you have a third point, you begin to have the third dimension. And with the third dimension, you begin to see the material things, like things are materialistic, like they have a form. And with the fourth point, the fourth dimension, you can observe these 3 points. You begin to observing all of these, like your thoughts, your emotions, when you begin to observe yourself. So this is like with the fourth point, the fourth dimension, you observe the others. So your perspective is really bigger, much bigger than the first or the second point. With the fourth dimension, your perspective is to being able to observe the 3 dimension. And now, a pyramid, the 5th point is on top. So the 5th dimension. And with the 5th dimension, the 5th point, you can observe the other dimensions. And with that, I mean, you begin to see the big picture. So when you look at conflicts in the world, from this 5th dimensional perspective, you begin to see the big picture. And becoming aware that a lot more people are seeing the big picture means that a lot more people are awakening to the 5th dimension and to the new earth timeline. And the more that you become aware, that people are becoming aware, the more are you attuning yourself to the new earth. Second, get ready to manifest. Why do you think am I making a lot of law of attraction content? Because I think manifesting superficial things is important? No. It's because I want everyone to understand and know deeply that they are powerful and that everything that we perceive on the outside begins on the inside. And that is learned the best while manifesting things in your life. And it's also a lot of fun, and we are worthy to live our best lives. So why is that topic so important? It is because while the frequency is raising, also our ability to manifesting is. That means you are able to manifest much faster than ever before. And this will not go down anymore. This will go up. It will be more. And the important thing is that we are conscious about that we are manifesting everything. And you will see how important it is in number 3. But for now, it is important to know that you are able to manifest anything you want, and that everything that you perceive on the outside comes from the inside, and that things manifest much faster. I remember I wanted to live in a van and traveling the world, and I needed about 6 or 7 years to manifest that. And I thought that's not a lot of time for such a big dream, but now it's so different. Now, when I want to manifest something, if I really want to manifest it, I have it usually in 1 or 2 months. And these are the big things. And the small things usually can manifest in 1 or 2 days. Like it's a crazy big difference. And if you want to know how I became so good at manifesting, subscribe, because I'm doing a lot of that topic, and one of my missions is to make you a manifesting expert as well. So become aware that you are a powerful manifester and use it. Exercise it. See how that works. See how these energy are working, that you can create something on the inside and then it will be manifesting on the outside. And now coming to point number 3 is do your shadow work. Anybody who is one with what he or she does is building the new earth. When you do your shadow work, and that means you're not looking away from your shadows, but you're looking them in the eyes, then it means you become more authentic. You become yourself. You become whole, because every shadow of you that you are repressing or that you are pushing away means that you're pushing away one part of yourself. And this is also so important because of your faster manifestations. Because when you have shadows that you did not heal, it means that the things that have to do with your shadows are still manifesting on the outside, because you're carrying them with you inside. And because of this faster energy, of this higher vibration in the new earth that is coming, it means that you will manifest these shadows bigger, faster, stronger. And I don't think that you want that. So don't look away from your shadows. Work with them. Heal them. There are different ways on how to do shadow work. You can find a lot of here on YouTube. But one of the most important parts is just don't look away. When you feel that your shadow is coming up, be there, be still, and just put your awareness on it. And often then it shows what it needs. Important is that you do your shadow work. Point number 4 is get out of victim mode. So with the 2 points before, that you become aware that you are a powerful manifester and that you do your shadow work so that you become whole, you get a lot of self-responsibility. And that's amazing, because that's what we need here. And when you are self-responsible, you begin to understand that you are not a victim. You're not a victim of outer circumstances, of other people. No, you have it in your hands. And this may sound hard in some cases, but it is the truth. When you get out of perceiving yourself as a victim, then you will not be a victim anymore. You are only a victim to circumstances or to situations because you are seeing yourself in that way. My friend, you are here to change humankind and the whole planet. There's no reason for you to feel like a victim. We need you powerful, strong, authentic, loving yourself. Because this is also how the new earth will look like. People will be that way. They will not victimize you or themselves. They will not look for reasons outside of themselves. That's how we will be. That's how we are. So it is really crucial to understand that you are creating your reality. And point number 5 is understand that we are all connected. So understand that everything that you do to someone else, you're basically doing to yourself. We are all connected. And when you are sending out love, or you are giving love to yourself, you're giving love also to others. Even a lot of people that you don't know. You have this ripple effect. And so that's really important to understand. Someone else is not a stranger. Maybe there's a stranger here in this body, but in the end we are all energy. We're all coming from the same source. So we are one. We are all connected. And this is something that in the new earth is normal. That's something that we know, that we feel. And so begin to understand that, begin to feel that, begin to become conscious of that. So become a vibrational match to the fifth dimension, to 5D, and to the new Earth timeline. Because you can only perceive what you are a vibrational match with. If you're still holding on 3D energy, then you are not able to jump on that new Earth timeline. So attune to that. I highly recommend that you watch some of the videos in this playlist so you can find out if you are already attuning to the fifth dimension, if you're already living in 5D, and a lot of other things about this new Earth topic. And I'm happy that you are here. Thank you. See you in the next one. Bye.